Today on Deep Dive, we're going to be looking at Marvel Comics Submariner number 4. Can Namor free the enslaved Atlanteans? Let's flip some pages and find out. Hello everyone, my name is Devin, also known as DH Artist, and welcome back to my Deep Dive series. Today we'll be continuing the adventures of the Submariner, and if you missed my Deep Dive coverage of his previous issues, I'll link to them in the video description below. Even though this can be viewed on your phone or computer, try casting it onto your TV so you can really see the detail and quality of the book. With each book you can expect their conditions to vary. Today's issue is in nice condition, so there won't be anything to detract from the artwork. If you enjoy these types of videos and want to see more content like it, check out some of my other deep dives. I've covered issues like Black Panther number 5, Doom Patrol number 86, Avengers number 30, and Showcase number 41, featuring the Silver Age debut of Tommy Tomorrow. For a complete list of my videos, visit the organized playlists on my channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single video. Submariner number 4 was published in August of 1968. Editor-in-chief was Stan Lee. Cover artists were John Buscema and Frank Giacoia. The story, titled Who Strikes for Atlantis, was written by Roy Thomas, penciled by John Buscema, inked by Frank Giacoia, and lettered by John Duffy. The book consists of 32 pages with a cover price of 12 cents. Having recently defeated Plant Man and his monstrous creation the Leviathan, today's story finds Namor as he travels to New York City to meet with Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four, seeking their help with tracking down the villainous Destiny. But as he swims with the ocean current, he suddenly seems to see his love, Lady Dorma, standing among the distant seaweed. Quickly swimming closer for her embrace, she vanishes among the reeds, and Namor realizes that she was only a mirage. After resting for only a moment, Namor resumes his journey, heading towards the distant American continent. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic Ocean, we find a massive metallic flagship, where inside we see its brooding ruler, Attuma, sitting upon his throne. Suddenly one of his soldiers enters and informs him that they've spotted a caravan of Atlanteans nearby. Burdened by the memories of his past battles with Namor and the Atlanteans, Attuma rises from his throne. Then, addressing his loyal followers, Attuma declares a call to arms, and his soldiers make ready to attack. But the roar of the crowd quickly falls silent when a voice calls Attuma a coward. Then Groggle, one of his strongest warriors, emerges from the crowd and challenges Attuma directly. But before Groggle realizes what's happened, Attuma hurls his hammer at him, striking Groggle in the head, dropping him to his knees. With the challenger defeated, Attuma orders the massive flagship to depart. Meanwhile, a few leagues away, we find the caravan of wandering Atlanteans, led by Lady Dorma and her guard. As she worries about how much further they'll have to travel, and if her people will ever find another refuge like Atlantis, one of her scout ships comes into view, and since none were ordered to return, she fears that the worst might lay before them. Then, just as she feared, the scout reports that Attuma's men have attacked her advanced guard. not far from their location. So with no time to plan a defense, Lord Seth boards the scout ship and departs for battle. After traveling a short distance, Lord Seth arrives at the battlefield between Atuma's warriors and the Atlantean advanced guard. Some of the interesting advertising found within this issue is a full-page ad for Joe Weider's secret muscle-building tools. There's an ad for a 6-foot-long missile tank, large enough to fit 2 kids. In the Shop by Mail section, you could order a Fox mini bike starting at $64.50. And near the back, there's a house ad featuring the first issue for both the Spectacular Spider-Man and Silver Surfer. Jumping into battle to aid the Atlanteans, Lord Seth delivers knockout blows to several enemy soldiers. But since him and his men are severely outnumbered, they're quickly overtaken. With the advanced guard now his prisoners, Atuma heads off to capture the rest of the Atlanteans. Not far away, we find Namor traveling via sea turtle, and when a few of Atuma's men spot him, they draw in closer to capture him. Before Namor has a chance to react, the 3 warriors cut him off and encircle him. Taking advantage of their slow weapons, Namor easily knocks them about. But when one of them mentions that they've captured other Atlanteans, Namor becomes stunned, allowing one of them to land a knockout blow, sending Namor dropping to the ground. Some time passes, and when Namor regains consciousness, he finds himself in the throne room of Atuma, heavily shackled. While Atuma is impressed, he warns his men that they should have defeated Namor on the spot, for he might have faked his weakness as a plan to be captured all along. Suddenly Namor breaks free from his restraints and leaps at Atuma, but before he can land a strike, Atuma pulls back the curtain behind him, revealing the enslaved Atlanteans outside his window, sending Namor into despair. With no sight of Lord Seth, Lady Dorma, or the rest of the Atlantean royals, Namor inquires where they're being kept. Atuma then reveals that they're all dead, and the rest of the Atlanteans will meet the same fate unless Namor agrees to serve as his slave. Angered by the sudden news of Lady Dorma's death, Namor challenges Atuma to a battle, where the loser shall serve the winner. Accepting his challenge, Atuma changes into his metal armor, and when the battle begins, Namor quickly realizes that even the slightest touch from the enemy armor shocks him with a powerful jolt. As Namor tries to focus on a plan of attack, he's knocked back by a powerful swat from Atuma's battle axe. Lifting a cannon nearby, Namor throws it at Atuma, but it has little effect on the warrior, for his metal armor is practically impenetrable. Watching from the sidelines, Atuma's men see the power of his armor, and seeing him assisted by technology, they begin to question if someone who fights without honor should really be their leader. Watching from amongst the crowd is the wounded warrior Groggle, and after slipping away from the battle, he makes his way to the prisoner's compound. Fighting off the guards, Groggle sustains several deadly hits, but pushing through the pain, he quickly knocks them out. Making his way to one of the cells, we see that Lady Dorma isn't dead, and after freeing her, he tells her he wants to help the Atlanteans and the Submariner. They then begin to make their escape, heading to a control room deep within the flagship. But having lost too much blood, Groggle collapses to the floor. With little time to explain, he informs Lady Dorma that the Submariner has challenged Atuma, and she must destroy the machine powering his armor if Namor is to succeed. Searching the room, Lady Dorma finds a heavy tool. Then throwing it at the machine with all her might, the controls explode, knocking her back. Meanwhile, back in the throne room, as Atuma readies to deliver a final blow, Namor takes one last swing at him, breaking through the powerless armor, sending Atuma flying. Quickly unleashing his fury on the now powerless ruler, Namor easily beats Atuma into submission. With Atuma defeated, his forces scatter to the seven seas, and the Submariner liberates the Atlanteans from slavery. Still believing that Lady Dorma is dead, Namor departs for New York City to continue his search for the villainous Destiny. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive. If there's a particular issue or comic you'd like me to flip, drop it down in the comments section and I'll see if I can add it to my poll box. If you enjoy these types of videos, please show your support by subscribing to my channel. As always, please consider liking and feel free to share this video. And until next time, deep divers, thanks for watching.